Hi, it's Bill the Handyman up here in Northern California. How you guys doing today? Anyway, we're working on a Kenmore. This is 70 series, old school direct drive. And so basically we have a leak. And so basically we're going to look at the water pumps here. And you can see this is the water pump that was there. See the noticeable mineral trail? This one we got lucky and we didn't have to bust it off. But it goes right here on the front of that shaft. And if you can see the end of the motor shaft right there, you can see that it's splined. It's sort of got two splines on it basically, or shaved edges. And so this is what the spline looks like on the pump. You can see it's not quite all the way around. So those splines have to line up when you reinstall it. And then this here was the bottom clip. Now if you look on your washer and you see this bottom clip is all rusty like that, that's a good indication you've got a bad water pump because it was leaking on the clip. So here's a better clip here. This is typical wear on a clip right there. These are the clips that hold the water pump on. One clip here, from here, and then there's one on the top up there. And so basically I oiled the shaft a little bit with my Zoom oiler. And so basically sometimes these things will leak and sometimes they don't realize it's leaking, and then what will happen is that shaft will start to rust and it'll expand as it rusts. And so luckily this came right off. It didn't get too rusty or anything. But what you'll see is when you look at the water pump, if you're looking for a leak, you can see that rust right there. And if you look underneath it on this side, you'll see the mineral trail. And that'll tell you that you got a bad water pump. Also, you can you can cover one of these and then blow on the other one to see if you hear anything leaking, and then that'll tell you you got a leak there. So, and then this one, you don't see any mineral trails anywhere on it. So we're going to pop this one in. Yeah, so another quick tip here. On these, this spring right here will typically rust. And so what I always do is I'll just take a couple of drops of oil and put it right on that spring there. And that keeps it from rusting. And then while we're on the subject, we got a pretty good clear view of the clutch area. So this area here, get these bushes out of here. This area right in here is going to be your clutch area. And so what happens if you hear a clunk when you shut down, then that means this clutch has got rust here between the belt, between the bell and the shoe. And so what I'll do is I'll just take a couple of drops of oil and put it in there, and so that shoe doesn't grab so hard on the bell. Just a couple of drops of oil in there. You can see the spring right here on the top, and that spring, ideally what you want to do is you want to turn this bell with your hand, and then normally you would turn it counterclockwise to move it. You see it's moving? So you want to turn that bell so it's in the down position. And the reason why that is because we have the gap for the oiler to go into. And you just want to put maybe 1 or 2 drops on there. Run it on the spin, and then make sure it doesn't clunk when you stop it. like just 1 or 2 drops of oil on there. And so that's your tip for today. These water pumps are simply held on by these 2 clips here. And so all you have to do is take a screwdriver and then pry this off of the water pump. See, that'll be held on just like that. But usually I put the hoses on first before I put the water pump on. But you have to be very careful because these hoses, if they're under too much pressure, sometimes they can break. This style hose here can break if you have put a weird bend on it. So you have to be careful with your hoses so that you don't put too much stress on the hoses, otherwise you'll have to get a new hose. Okay, quick look at the drive coupler. And so you can see here, this is the drive coupler. It's like a sandwich piece. It's got 2 white pieces on the end, on both ends, and a rubber piece in the middle. And so one way to check this is, if you can look real closely, you can see the shaft on the transmission moving. You can also check the movement on the transmission by watching the clutch bell to see if that moves. And also look here at your water pump shaft and see if that's moving when you spin it here. If you try and spin it here and this shaft is not moving here, then that coupler is going to be bad. If you try and spin it, now this will spin a little bit by itself, and then it'll grab and it'll start to turn this bell here. If that doesn't turn that bell, see, this is going clockwise, spinning it clockwise. If it doesn't turn that bell, then it's likely that the drive coupler has not disintegrated, but the spline on the drive coupler is worn out. And if you're interested in my How to Make Money in the Appliance Repair course, which includes a link to over 100 repair videos and a year of personal coaching, you can contact me as well. So if this video helped you, please send me a donation. It's Bill's Enterprises, P.O. Box 7021, Eureka, California 95502. And if you need any help, you can contact me at 707-445-1591, or send me an email at applianceworks@yahoo.com. Thanks for watching.